I'm like meditating, man.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Identify, please.
Do it.
Identity confirmed. Proceed.
Adios, amigo.
Hail Cobra Commander, the great snake rules forever.
Repeat.
Hail Cobra Commander, the great snake rules forever.
Intruders!
All right, that's enough of that because this isn't Smoking Joe's. This is Drive Time at a later time. And, well, fuck, man. Guys, I'm telling you, maybe I should have let that go because that was an F-bomb right from the rip. But let's do a little bit of Soul Brother number 1. Thank you for becoming a fucking member, man. That is awesome. Stay tuned because I talked to Soul Brother number 1 and he's going to do the show. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. Son of a Cran Slayer, what's up, Cran? You know, it's not a stream until Cran says, hey, now. And Menjoza, what is up, my brother? What's up, all? But, yeah, so there's 2 of you here. There's 2 of us here. So let's just quit fucking around and what's up, Evil Dookie?
What's up? Thank you for having me.
Dude, you got me, man. You got us all. That is the name of names on YouTube. Evil Dookie just says it all.
I had a long time, too.
Right? I love the hat. It says Evil One. I'm digging on that already. But, yeah, so I found you in the chat. Woody's always, Dookie this, Dookie that. So it is what it is. But then I was like, you know what? Let me look and see if my man has a channel. Of course he does.
Not much.
Because I'm stupid. I was late to that party. And if you guys haven't been to Evil Dookie's channel, go check it out. I can't drop a link because I don't know how to do that dumb shit or that smart shit. But it's real simple. You type in Evil Dookie, it shows up, and you will see some killer dios, guys. Like, for real. He's got cabinet. You see behind him. I mean, my man don't play. But enough of me fucking rattling off at the mouth at 100 miles an hour. This show is brought to you by Ritalin. And we'll let Evil Dookie do some talking. How's that sound, guys?
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, popping my damn cherry.
Oh, man, you are more than welcome, dude. Fucking, that's what this is all about. I mean, Punk does his Thursday with a friend for people that support him. I do Drive Time with people that I'm just like, dude, that's a cool cat. We need to know more about him. And that's what it's all about, man. Fucking, and this is basically the only way to have a conversation anymore. Like, you have to do a live stream with somebody to talk to somebody.
That's the only reason we got phones anymore, right?
Yeah, everybody's too busy. Like, I'll text a motherfucker, but talking? Oh, fuck that. Casual Toy Collector, what is up, dude? Great stream last night, as always. But yeah, so Evil One, tell us a bit about yourself, brother. Where are you coming from? You don't have to be specific. I mean, we would like your mother's maiden name and the last 4, but we don't have to go that.
My mom's maiden name. No, I'm kidding. She was never married. 46, retired Army after 23 years, and I currently live in North Carolina. Originally grew up in Connecticut, Mass border.
Right on.
Started collecting G.I. Joes. I mean, I had them as a kid. What guy our age didn't have them as a kid? But
right.
I started collecting G.I. Joes 2 years ago, maybe 2.5.
Okay.
And right now I am current as
Wow.
much as I can get, minus the pre-orders that are still coming in slowly.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm nowhere near. Actually, I think I'm pretty close, but the few that I don't have, I'm not. No.
yeah, most of my stuff's all through Hasbro Pulse, and I found a small shop out here in North Carolina that the guy's pretty cool. He actually grew up in the same area as I did.
Oh, that's
So I get a
awesome.
lot of my stuff from him.
Very
Pretty
cool.
cool dude.
So, what was your first classified figure?
Oh God, what one was it? Let me think. It was it was Scrap Iron.
Scrap Iron. Very nice.
Because I kept seeing Scrap Iron. I got a 7-year-old kid, so every time we're in Walmart, which God, take a 7-year-old kid to the toy section now. It's not like we were when we were kids, but
Oh no.
we kept going through. He's looking at stuff, and I kept seeing Scrap Iron and Croc Masters sitting there. I was like, damn, those things actually look pretty good. Well, I picked one up. I didn't tell him. I stopped by. I got a package every day when I go home. So I picked one up on the way home from work one day, and I kept it in the garage for a while. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and then I started thinking about it. I said, I'm going to open this thing up. But I'm not going to tell my kid about it. I don't want him to see it. So I started with Scrap Iron, and then got to Croc Master after that, and then just snowballed.
Croc Master is a great figure. My first one was Ripper. Like, I seen him in the store. I had Major Blood in my hand at Target at the time, and I was like, if I buy this, my wife's going to kill me. So it went back on the shelf reluctantly. And if I'd have known what that was going to turn into, I'd have just bought it then or ran out the damn door with it. I mean, it was at that point in time when you could just basically steal whatever you wanted. Nobody said shit to you.
Well, like I said, I just grabbed Scrap Iron and that was it. And I was like, I'm just going to hold on to it. I'll give it to the kid. But then I brought it home, looked at it. I was like, this is pretty cool. I'm like, I'll give it to him. She's like, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, I'm not going to play with it. I'm just going to, I'll give it to him. But then I was like, I'm going to get all the Dreadnoughts. That was my favorite subs team, Dreadnoughts.
There you go.
I was in the club for years, so I was like, I want the Dreadnoughts. And next thing you know, it just rabbit hole.
Yep. Oh, man. Feet first. Just.
It wasn't even feet. I just went head first.
Right. G.I. Jetman, what is up? Roll Keeper, my man. I actually got to meet Roll Keeper over the weekend. He's a very cool cat. I knew he was going to be. Soul Brother number 1 showed up. He's definitely going to be a guest. I think we talked about that. But yeah, no. Yeah, it was weird. Like, I got my buddy's entire 3 3/4 inch collection. I never went and picked it up because I didn't know what to do with it. I knew I wanted it, but I'm in and out, moving around. Like, that is too big of a collection just to pick up, and I didn't want to lose anything, so I left it where it was. And man, you ain't got to tell me I'm my biggest fan. But yeah, it's just. But that was the idea. I wanted to do play motion like Joburg and Legend series, but I wanted to use the 3 3/4 inch figures for all the wide shots and all the vehicles. And then whenever there was an interaction, I wanted to use the 1/12 figures because they're more articulated and you can do anything with them now. I mean, it's just, they're superposable. And that was the idea. And now it's all 1/12. It's a mess.
Yeah.
But I started with Ripper and then I got Destro, and I've been on the road ever since.
Yeah, see, mine just became a therapy thing for me. My cousin passed. We were best friends growing up, always at each other's houses. Back then families, you had cookouts like this weekend, 4th of July, everybody was together. Yep. And my mom living up there, she still does it, but he was 41 and he passed away a couple years ago.
Oh man, so sorry.
I didn't want to lose the memories of him. I kind of felt like I was losing memories of him, seeing it. So every figure I get in now, to me, is a therapy session for like, I remember this time I played with Rory, or Rory had this, or I had that. So,
oh yeah.
I just talked to his dad a couple months ago, and he said he thinks the G.I. Joe's maybe upstairs in the attic in the garage.
Awesome.
So hopefully I can get back up there, back to Mass, and see if they're up there. Because I wouldn't get rid of those things. They'd go right in another cabinet.
Yeah, that's all. And it's really, I have a few figures that came from my buddy Tim, and they're top shelf center. You know what I mean? Fucking, I look at them every day, and it reminds me of him. Fucking, and good, bad, indifferent. Fucking, you only remember the good times. 6'10", what up? But yeah, I mean, it's therapy for guys is a real thing. All my videos, all my earlier videos were, if you need somebody, talk to somebody. There is no stigma, anymore. We're past that. Fucking, you got to talk to somebody. Fucking talk to somebody, because I'm tired of carrying boxes, brother.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I know it. Trust me. Been there, done that plenty of times.
We're at that point in our lives where life is taking more away than it's given. And when people opt out instead of just aging out, it's even harder. Like, trust me, fucking.
Yeah, his shit was unexpected too. It was crazy, he came down and get some kind of infection, and then his body just shut down after it. Doctors didn't catch it in time. By the time they figured it out, it was too late.
I had a buddy of mine, he had a heart attack delivering newspapers in the middle of the night. He fucking, I guess he stomped on the gas pedal, went across 4 lanes of traffic, but it was the middle of the night, so there was no traffic, and drove into a Wendy's. Like, he was at the counter.
Damn.
I'm like, dude, that's the most metal fucking thing. I was like, that's a good one, brother. You got me on that one. Yes, smash that like button, you motherfuckers. Come on. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you haven't member up, but don't do that True Believer stuff, man. That was a joke. $7.99. Who the hell is going to pay that? A couple people did, so I owe them some fucking great content. Like, I'm beating my head against the wall trying to figure out what to give those guys. But yeah. But I do believe DriveTime after this one is going to go up on members only for a couple weeks, and then I'll drop it to everybody else. I think that's one thing I can do for everybody. I'm going to start doing a live stream for members. And I think, like, we're supposed to do an extra long episode of Smoking Joe's this weekend, but like the last hour of it, we're going to do members only. Just like, I talked Woody into it somehow. He must have been high. But yeah. So Evil Dookie said he just missed going to Joe Fest this year.
Just missed it. My kid, we did remember the commercials he's had for Lowe's building events? The little kids, they build little things.
Yep.
It just happened to fall on that weekend, and I work 50 hours a week on average, so my home days is what he calls them. It actually fell on a Lowe's day, so he's like, "Daddy, we gotta go to Lowe's." I'm like, "Yep, we'll go to Joe Fest next year, bud."
Absolutely. I remember when my daughter was little, they did that like every weekend. There was build this, build that. We still got a couple of them hanging on the goddamn wall. That was almost 20 years ago now. I mean,
yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. You take the little guy out there and you have a blast, fucking swing a hammer around.
Yeah, he's dangerous as shit with that thing too.
Woo!
I trust the guys at work swinging a 20-pound sledge more than I trust him swinging that little 4-ounce hammer.
That little tack hammer, boy, that thing's dangerous, ain't it?
Yeah, he's missing.
Catch a rib with that guy.
The first time he did it, I didn't catch him. He had the claw facing the wrong way, and he got me with the claw right in the knuckles. I was like, boom, trying not to cuss and Lowe's, and there's a bunch of these little kids around, and I'm foul mouthed. I was like,
bunch of little tape recorders running around going, fuck. Nope. Yeah. Starfighter 3R. Yo, check it out. Wait a minute. That didn't work. There it is. Yo, Joe July, Class 5 bat sucked me into this line. A lot of people started with that bat and that Alley Viper.
Yeah, I got 18 bats, I think.
Ooh, I got a bunch of the Crimson bats because they were like $13. I was like, I need that. But Evil Dookie's got a killer Alley Viper. Like, you should show that off.
Grab it.
I meant to tell you to keep it out.
It's close.
But yeah, check that out, guys.
Where's the camera? There it is.
There it is. Oh yeah, that is dope. And you got that head on Etsy, you said?
Either Etsy or eBay. Jay's Armories, I think, is his name. I think
Jay's
it's Etsy.
Armories. Right on. I got that guy. Yeah, not that one, but the guy himself.
He's actually got a good head sculpt. My custom Zartan I got is the same. It's from him too.
Right on. Holy shit! There he is. What is up, Savage?
What's up, Savage?
Okay, so I have your big lob. It's sitting there. I'll message you on Instagram. I'll get your address. I'll get that in the mail, and then I'm gonna send you Dookie's phone number because you guys are like neighbors, from what I
he's out
hear.
of Phaeton.
Nice, nice. Rollkeeper says, I know his stuff. Good stuff. Jetman likes it. And Son of a Cran Slayer. Ooh, that's funny. Oh, man, that's fucking... Found a Phillips head screwdriver at 5, took all the doorknobs. Oh, that's a whole lot of cussing internally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, there he is, Gun Bunny. Fucking A. I can't wait to see the Tiger Rat. I can't.
His stuff is good. Like, his shit is really good. I don't have the patience or the discipline to do that stuff. I'd be afraid of breaking it.
I can take it apart and I can paint, but my painting's never been next level. It's just good enough. So, but yeah. I actually got to meet Gun Bunny over the weekend at DFW. That was beyond awesome. It was all the people that I didn't expect to see that I met. That was the best part, just he came up and I was like, holy shit, you're here.
Yeah, he gave me the idea for the that wrestling damn forklift. I got a green one up there for Joe, and I'm about to do a blue one for Cobra.
Yeah, I got to get that thing for real. That's high on the list. Yeah, I got the Wrecking Rig. I got that at Ollie's of all places. Got it dirt cheap.
I can't find one. I want one. I can't find one.
Yeah, that was a minute ago. I'm hoping when this Christmas comes around, they'll find some more. That might be our best hope at it. But then I got a bunch of the XLR one or whatever, the Starfighter. I got a few of those. Not the good one, but a good enough one. But yeah.
I just got a damn bike off Amazon that came out really good for Zorana. And I haven't really seen it too much.
Huh. Yeah, there's a couple of different bikes. I guess the Black Widow one is really good for like females. And then there's a few others that are what they are.
That one right here.
Oh, look at that. No, that's awesome, dude. Yeah.
And it's not the typical one. It looked like it would fit a female, and it fit. So a little bit of paint and it's done.
There he is. Legend Series.
What's up, Tom?
Oh, shit. There's the other one. Mikey, what up, dude? Start talking about customs, and here they come out of the woodwork. But yeah, now what was that bike from? You remember?
I have to send you the link if I find it. It was on Amazon, but it was something that was like 3 years old somebody had.
Oh, right on.
I stumbled across it in an old video. I was like, damn, that thing would work.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I actually, at Joe Fest, I saw a Zorana figure that they took her clothes, her hair, and the lower half and dyed it all black and then put it back together, and it completely changed the figure. Like, it's not Zorana anymore.
Yeah,
Same exact figure, but it's so stark different. It's like, you son of a bitch.
I did that with a Medusa figure, like the Medusa head sculpt. that came out. The Baroness, her body, but painting that thing was a pain. I mean, I'll grab it.
Alpha. Okay, so if you're on the West Coast, don't argue, just fire it up. It's 4:20 over there, apparently. Because that's what time my computer says, because I was stupid and acted like I was in LA when I set the time and date on my computer.
This is the Medusa figure.
Oh, yeah, check that out.
And that's just that cheap-ass Baroness body that nobody wanted from the movie figure.
Right. Yeah, look at that, guys. That is awesome.
I mean, I painted the eyes in there black, the fangs are white, the mouth is pink. That shit was a pain in the ass.
Hell yeah, dude, but it looks so good. Holy shit.
And the first thing I actually customized was I should have showed you when we were on earlier together.
No, that's what this is about. You can't show it all off.
So I've been riding bikes. I mean, I rode bikes as a kid, you know. I've been riding probably 10 years now, and I've got a highball, a Victory highball. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's an old school, looks like a Sportster, but it's got the old look to it. And I bought it, and I was like, I can't just have a regular bike. This bike is too pristine to have a regular bike.
Right.
Brought it up to my buddy's house, and 3 hours later, I had a suicide shifter on it.
There you go.
And he's like, "You're going to ride the thing?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to ride the thing." So we took it down the driveway, came back. I said, "Let's go on the road." He's like, "Already?" I'm like, "Dude, we're good. Let's go." I'm like, "I'm going to ride this thing or I'm going to die trying it." So this is a 1/12 scale replica of my actual motorcycle.
No shit.
I painted it. I mean, the paint ain't that great.
Hey.
But this shifter was the exhaust. So I took it off, put the shifter on, and then took the clutch handle off from here and put it down here.
Nice, dude.
So that was the first custom I actually worked on. And I found a little decal for the North Carolina license plate.
Oh, badass. I've seen a lot of people coming up with license plates lately, and everything looks good. Fucking A. But yeah, man, that's badass. Like, I don't know. I know I want to get motorcycles for the Dreadnoughts, because when it comes to 118th, I have all the Harley miniature bikes that they made. Like, I got a park. Christ, it looks like a used bike lot. I got so many of them. But when it comes to 112th, I only have a couple. And I'm torn if I want to go motorcycles or swamp skiers, because they're both, I can get both. They're both about the same price, but
yeah,
I'll be damned if I'm going to get two sets. You know what I mean?
I stumbled across that Punisher bike and it was cheap as hell. And now there's like $80 just for the damn bike.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, no, everybody figured that out, and that's a done deal. You might as well buy the Mezco bikes, for fuck's sake. But yeah,
that's
man,
what got me into the bike shit. That's where it all started with custom. I tried that bike. I was like, I'm just gonna make my own, make it look just like mine.
Dude, that suicide shifter on that's fire, man. Fucking yeah, I dig it. I mean, that's just that little bit, you know, and it sets it apart from everything else.
Yep.
I do know I'm gonna have to break down eventually and get a 3D printer. But now, as it sits, I want to wait even longer, because at DFW, JMK Customs, Mikey's dad, has a 12K printer. Dude, it prints all the details, like every bit of it, like the little rivets, and if you put it in there, it prints it, and it looks amazing. I was blown away. Like, they gave me a couple of shin guards with knee pads for this kit that they had, and it's just the most highly detailed 3D print I've ever seen. It looks like it's vacuum molded for real. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so now I got to wait for 12K printers to drop down in price, and by then they'll have 48K printers.
My wife told me, she's like, "You need to get a 3D printer." I'm like, "Why? I can just buy this shit." She goes, "As much money as you're spending on all this bullshit." I'm like, "I'm not going to sit here and run a printer." I'm like, "Are you going to run the printer when I'm at work?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, there you go. I'm just going to buy it then."
Yeah, right now where it sits, the wife's this close to wanting one for herself. And
See,
that's
that
where
makes
it's
it an
at.
easy sell for you.
Yeah, come on, honey. I'll start showing her videos because she's making jewelry and all kinds of weird shit right now. And these jewelry boxes, they're just, I'm like, would you sell one? Like, they're cool, but we got like 30 jewelry boxes in here. Fucking, can you just let one go?
I'll take jewelry boxes over the wild animals we get here.
Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, we got to go to the flea market and fucking sell these things, honey. Fucking, they're amazing.
My wife's
But-
thing is birds. She likes to feed the birds outside, and that's attracted possums and all
Oh,
kinds of
dude. Well, possums are good for what they actually do, but they ain't cool when you fucking walk out the back door and there's one fucking you almost stepped on. They don't take that well.
Oh, they come right up on the damn table. She puts food on the table for them.
They
Turn the light on at
fucking,
night, and they're just sitting there.
their fucking snouts are so long. They go at the food dish sideways and they
Yeah.
knock shit all over the place. Then they fight with the raccoons, and I just like, would you bring the food in at night? Fucking.
I haven't seen any raccoons outside yet. We had a coyote in the yard one night. I
Oh,
went to go
shit.
grab the gun. She's like, I'm gonna freaking. She's like, I think it's a lost dog. I'm like, that is not a dog. That's a
No,
damn coyote.
no,
I'm gonna
just
shoot it.
yeah, blast the shit out of it. Fucking, you'll save a neighbor's cat. Fucking.
Yeah.
We had every once in a while there'll be one on Beachside down here. It's super far and few between, but where a friend of mine lives, she lives right by the woods, and they're there. Oh no, Joe fan's still at work. Have a good one, brother. Be safe. Yeah, I got behind in the chat. Dirt bikes are easy to paint. Well, dirt bikes are always fun. And okay, we're good. But train of thought derailed. I smoke too much.
Miami had damn raccoons. I can't remember the name of that place when I was stationed down there.
That's what it is.
They
Oh,
were
shit.
just everywhere.
Down there, they got Nutras and all that shit. Those gigantic fucking rats. They pay to have people. Wraith Mace. Holy shit. We're in good company now. What's up, Lawrence?
I just finished up watching their past two streams he had with Circle of Jerks. It was good shit.
That was something.
I drive 6 hours today, so I need to stop time.
Man, AI's a motherfucker, ain't it? Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. But yeah, I mean, fuck. I'm blown away that I'm actually sitting here with Evil Dookie. Like, for
I never
real.
thought I'd be on this shit. I'll tell you that. Just
I got with him. He's like, I need to order a phone holder.
stand.
a phone stand. I'm like, yeah, you might. Yeah, you're not going to want to hold your phone for an hour, brother.
No.
This shit gets fucking. All right. I'm tired of holding this bitch. I got to go.
Well, we used to keep the laptop. I used to do everything on the laptop, but then cell phones are so up to date now. It's like my laptop's old. If I unplug it, it goes dead. I'm afraid to even turn the thing on.
Right. Yeah, I had one of those. That's what I started out with. Buddy of mine gave it to me. He's like, here, good luck. I was like, yep. Is it Spec that's doing that stuff? That's awesome.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious. They come out with.
Okay, so you're a Joe fan. We're a Joe fan. We're all Joe fans. What did you think of the HasLab?
I thought Woody was going to be right. I seriously thought it was going to be a Havoc until he said stay cool or whatever. But I'm good with the Snowcat. I never had it as a kid, and I grew up in New England. I mean, shit, I can remember walking outside in blizzards, you know. And if you don't like the shit, just don't buy it. Everybody's going to bitch about something. Nobody's going to be 100% happy.
Fucking for real, man. Just let it go. If you can't, just why bother? You know, why?
Yeah.
I get everybody wants to have their 2 cents in it, but you don't have to go overboard and be dramatic about it. Like, oh, they fucked us. Well, how? How did they fuck us? They gave us the goddamn bivouac. We have an entire camp scene now. Like,
yeah. If you don't know how to make a diorama, that's a diorama for idiots.
Instant dio. Fucking done. Okay, so I just got we got 30 minutes.
But yeah, that snowcat looks good. I mean, I think they did a lot of the updates. That's what classified is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an update from what we had as kids. Technology changes, toys change. You know?
I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of an armored transport on the back, but the fact that you can take the missile launcher out and put guys in the back, I like it.
Yeah.
And I am as far as you can get from snow. It doesn't snow here. It doesn't even flurry here anymore. But there's no reason I can't turn that bitch into a Night Force fucking snowcat or send it to Gun Bunny and have him turn it into a Tiger Cat. You know what I mean? Just.
Yeah, I'm not paying that shit. I'll let somebody else do it if I decide to do
right.
it.
Yeah, no. Either way, I'm going to send it to Gun Bunny. You know, fucking, please help me.
I showed my kid when I got home that day from work. I was like, hey, the new Haslet come out. Like I said, he's only 7. He looked at it. He's like, oh, he goes, Dad, you got to put that with Snow Job in the Arctic bats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah. I said, we'll get that shelf done. He goes, but you keep saying that. I said, it's going to be a year before I get it, bud.
Right. Yeah, you got time. Fucking Tony's Figs, Lunchbox Killer, Tristan with a T. Man, Machine Man. Fucking A. What's going on, guys? Kaiju Kitty. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. You're famous. Because they don't do this shit for me.
No, it's all.
I will hold you to that. But really, as much as I want a Tiger Cat, I really think Night Force would look cool. Red missiles, blacked out, I think that would look fucking sweet.
Night Force is a good line. They need to keep that one up. Definitely.
Yeah, no, I tripped when I got rid of the Night Force figures that came with the Dragonfly. Buddy of mine's like, hey, I'll get those from you. I'm like, dude, I'll just send them to you. Don't worry about it.
The only thing I had a problem with that was the static line on who the hell was it?
Crazy Legs and
the one with the static line. He's got it on his back. That static line's not supposed to be red. It's supposed to be yellow. I jumped for 23 years. I got 65 static line jumps. That shit annoyed the hell out of me. But
Rowdy, what's up? Right? Yeah, that's the thing, did Joe have any business in you joining the military?
Funny. I met Slaughter last year at Joe Fest. And I remember as a kid, everybody's like, oh, G.I. Joe was on during the weekend. I'm like, it wasn't on during the weekend. It was on during a weekday. I remember getting off the school bus. I lived with my grandparents and my mom. So I remember getting off the school bus, running and watching G.I. Joe. Then I had to go outside and help my grandfather with the garden. He had a big garden.
Okay.
But I remember watching the movie. Like, I was trying to think this back. I always hear Punk talk about, what's your earliest memories? And I was thinking one night, I'm like, what is my earliest memory of G.I. Joe? And I remember the school bus and then seeing Sergeant Slaughter on TV. From that point forward, I was like, I'm going to join the Army. So I went down to Joe Fest. I actually had him sign my campaign hat that I wore as a drill sergeant.
Oh, awesome.
I only kept one. I got rid of the other one, but the one I wore the most, I kept it, and I had him sign it. And I told him that. He goes, I've never signed a real one. I said, yeah, this is what they're really supposed to look like. I'm like, we don't want a rank on our head. He's like, this thing's stiff as hell. I'm like, oh, it's a lot of hairspray on the thing. But yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't have a Toys R Us in my town, so there was no Night Force for me. Tiger Force, I think they were at Target because I remember coming down here on vacation and I got a couple Tiger Force figures and I got the Python Patrol Crimson Guard figure. There he is. What's up, Jeff? And it's just like those stores weren't around me, so I didn't get those sublines.
Yeah.
But I remember when Mask came out, like I was sold. And then like my first figure was the straight arm Flash with a jump jetpack. Like, thanks, Grandma. You ruined my life. But I was going to join the Marine Corps, but I had asthma as a kid. So when it came around time for me to join up, they were like, yeah, no, we can't take you. I'm like,
my mom used to work at Kmart at the time when Joe hit. And I actually asked her, I said, hey, I asked her a couple months ago, I said, you remember my first figure you ever got me? She goes, I distinctly remember it. She goes, you were about 2 or 3 years old because you had made a newspaper for something from McDonald's, a new McDonald's had opened. And I went down the slide and took a picture of me.
Awesome.
She said, your grandmother took you up to Kmart, and she said, we had just gotten G.I. Joes in. And she said, I said, well, which ones did I get? I said, I'd love to know. She goes, I sent her a picture of the original 13. She said, I got the Cobra Trooper and Snake Eyes. Those were the first 2 I got. Where they're at now, no clue, but.
Oh, yeah. No. People in the sound of my voice, look at your Joe collection. On the bottom of the foot, if it says SB, get a hold of me, because that's one of mine. Every one of my Joes, my dad took an engraving pen and fucking put SB on the bottom of every foot. He was like, that's it. You're not losing anymore. You'll know which ones are yours. And I'm like, yeah, it's either, it'll have that on there or one foot will be shorter than the other.
Yeah. Everybody had Hot Wheels as a kid, right? I always knew my Hot Wheels. I had black on black before black was a thing.
Right.
I remember I went through Sharpies like crazy. Every Hot Wheel I had, if it was a police car Hot Wheel, black windows, black wheels, black bottom,
right
black
out.
lights,
Yeah.
everything. Murdered out. My mom still yells at me. She's like, you still owe me some Sharpies from when you were a kid.
Right. Oh, see, I didn't even. No, like they didn't even ask me because I was smoking 2 packs a day, running 10 miles a day out of high school because I wanted to go Anglico. I was like, fuck yeah. I was all about it. And they were like, yeah, no, kid, sorry. And then I blew my knee out and the Army was like, don't tell nobody, we'll take you anyway. And you get your knee fixed. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need anybody yelling at me. I'm past all I can be. Like, I'm not that guy right now.
It's funny because I got a 22.
I was hanging out at strip clubs and shit. Got an old Joe, and I didn't know when came. Might be Recondo. Yeah, that's him, but no hat. Maybe no. You guys in the chat figure that out for Rowdy. I'm trying to think who that is. I can almost picture the figure, but I'm not sure.
Ricondo's hat came off, didn't it?
No. I remember I got toll booth and I tried to take his fucking hat off, and Christmas morning I broke his fucking head off. That was fun. Like, no, I didn't break him. See, he looks fine.
Which one did toll booth come with?
He came with a bridge layer.
Okay, I didn't have that one. The biggest thing I ever got was the mobile command center.
That was one of my favorites. The mobile command center. Like, I took the flag down. Like, I had this giant ping pong table hanging from the ceiling, and there was like this concrete walk up and behind it, so you can get really up on the table. And I had the flag up there, and I remember begging to take the flag down so I could put my Joe headquarters up there and the mobile command center back up there, because it was just. Yes, that is a great question, Punk. How can people get in touch with Evil Dookie?
I'm only on YouTube.
Only on YouTube. You heard it here first, folks.
At Evil Dookie. Woody's got my
Jeff,
phone
if
number.
you're still in here, if you could throw up a link, that would be awesome. But, it's all good. Abby, what is up, dude?
What's up, Bobby?
Figure Fight Club was nice enough to have me on the show the other night for members only. Crew member? Yeah, that's what it was. I had a lot of fun doing that.
I met Abby in person at IshCon. It's funny, you see people on YouTube, then you see him in person. He's a big damn dude.
You see Abby like this because he's showing the shelves off. And when you meet Abby, he's like this. Like, damn, dude.
Yeah. I was like, shit, this dude's tall.
Talib, what's up? There it is. Jeff is the man. The number one wrench in the game, let me tell you. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make it to IshCon. I got to meet Ish over the weekend. Probably one of the coolest people I've met in a cool minute. Like, dude just radiated cool. Like, goddamn, dude, calm down. And he wasn't doing nothing. He was just sitting there chilling, tired as fuck.
I dragged my son-in-law to IshCon. He's like, yeah, I'll go look at Legos. They're pretty close by. I was like, good. I
Right
guess
on.
someone to come with me.
Nice. But yeah, so I'm probably not allowed to go to any conventions at all for at least till next year, even the ones that are in town.
Well, that's only 6 months out.
So, but yeah, no, I'm ready to. I want to hit IshCon. I want to hit a couple others. I wanted to do the Toy Tuber Con in Jersey, but next month that's out of the cards. I mean,
They got one. I was bummed because I wanted Larry Hama to sign something before. You know, he's getting up there in age. And I actually stumbled across that Durham, North Carolina is having something coming up, I think in
There you go.
November.
fuck yeah.
So I'm going to get this done.
Yeah, go. Yeah, his autograph's still like $20, $25.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 personalized for free, and then $20 after that, and then non-personalized, they're $20 a pop. I watched a guy drop like $800, and Larry gave him a deal. Like, and the whole time he's just signing books, and the kid wasn't talking to him. So here comes Shane with diarrhea of the mouth. Fucking, I can't help it, man. I see somebody that knows something that I don't know, and I got a billion questions. Even if I don't know what the questions are, they come up. You just start
Tristan,
talking.
your question. I was not infantry. I was a mechanic and still am. I'm out now, retired, but I work for John Deere now. But long-time wrench turner.
Yeah, man. I'm a knuckle buster from way back. Virgo, what is up, girl? I saw you on the Casual Collector. Hell, they made me a wrench on the Casual Collector. That shit's crazy, man. Those guys are nuts. I fucking love them, though. If you haven't had a chance to, it's Casual Collector with K's. They're great. No shit. Nice.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I got the silent issue signed by him this time. A couple of tin plaques. And what was it? Oh, the action figure. I got that autographed this time. And then the last time I met him, I had him sign my G.I. Joe #1. But I made him sign it on the inside and not on the cover because that's the way they used to sign comics. I was being retro that day.
Yeah, I just started collecting the comics. I didn't read them as a kid.
That's it.
Lore all came from the cartoon.
Oh, man. Like, don't get it twisted. The cartoon was good. But the comics,
So much better.
Wow. Like, there wasn't much imagination left. Like, he spelled it right out.
Yeah, Cobra Commander's not a little bitch in the comics either.
Right. So we met one of the writers, Mr. Hill, I believe, at Finger Guns. Yeah, right. At DFW. And I met him outside smoking a bunch of times. And just like he wrote the Cold Slither episode, he wrote all the PSAs and stuff. So I had a kabillion fucking questions for him too. I was like, dude, if you don't, just tell me to go fuck off and I will. But if you're not going to tell me that, so this, and how did that work? And what was that like? And all that fun shit. Goddamn, we're up to 28. You're a popular fella, dude. Because it sure as hell ain't me.
Just the shit, that's all.
Right, that's all it is. So, have you read most all the comics now? Are you caught up, or?
I got that first. I was gonna buy that compendium book, but I missed out on it. So I found that one on Amazon. So I started reading the first one, but then I keep hearing everybody talk about the Energon stuff, and I was like, well, damn it, they ain't no cartoon, so I got to read the book. So I put the first ones down and started reading the Energon stuff.
No, that's the compendium. Up the first 50 issues is really good. I mean, I can't wait till they do the next 50 and then the next 54 or 58. And those, I mean, they're good. Yeah, this guy. Just beyond cool. And you know he's fucking cool because he's got a fancy hat. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, the comics are great. But the Energon universe, where they're going with that it's insane. Like,
yeah, I just got done Duke
I was
and
blown away.
Destro. So it's just bad timing for me right now. It's summertime and working for John Deere. I mean, you're working some stupid hours. So I get home now, I take a nap usually.
Yeah, that's Peter. What's up? Yeah, I agree with Soul Brother number one. Why Firefly needed to be a ninja. That was
Nah, he's not a ninja. He's a damn assassin.
right.
An
But
explosive assassin.
the way they wrote it, it almost made sense, but it was right at the height of ninja shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
ninjas couldn't be any more popular, cooler at the time, and that's why Firefly turned into a ninja. Oh man, yeah, no, the Air 8, dude, they're so good, Jeff. They really are. He's a mad bomber. Yeah, what he did in Resolute, like that, the beginning with the missile, but I thought instead of Storm Shadow blowing up the flag, it should have been Firefly. But you see which way they went with it, so it is what it is.
The best part is I get my 7-year-old watching this shit, you know? Like every Saturday morning, he wants to watch a G.I. Joe cartoon, or he'll help me out with the dioramas. And then it's funny because I'll put the stuff on the shelf at night when he's sleeping, and then he'll wake up the next morning. First thing he does is run in here and look in the playroom, because I get half the room's mine, half is his.
Okay.
And he'll be like, Mommy, come look at Daddy's G.I. Joes. And then he'll do the same thing, kind of stuff with his toys, you know, that he's got. He's got his own stuff going on in his little 7-year-old brain, but he can tell a story just by looking at my diorama. And my wife's like, "What are you doing with these figures?" I'm like, "Ask your kid. He already knows." And I never told him anything.
Right. You know, he just picked it up. You know, fucking, that's good stuff.
It's reliving your childhood through your kid. You know, it's nice to see that as opposed to him sitting there wanting to do some bullshit on video games.
I got my kid into cartoons. I tried to get her into Joe just as much as I could, and she fell in love with Transformers. Like,
I can't do those things.
I was a fan as a kid, you know, and they were easy to transform then, but now, fuck no, God no, I can't do it.
No,
but she loves it, and she's read every single comic they ever made, all that shit. She hates Michael Bay. But she's my Transformers source. Fucking, I'll ask her a question and I'll get a 20-minute dissertation on just it was a yes or no. I didn't need to know the backstory. But you know, I did something right, you know.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He likes wrestling, Transformers, Mario, and Joe. So
Mario and Joe's, there you go. Yeah, nothing wrong with all that. I mean, it's all good.
And Legos, God, the Legos. I built the set for him because he doesn't like doing it. 5 minutes later, he destroys them. But he makes it in his own world, you know.
Right. That's what
sucks. It sucks to put an 800-piece set together, and 5 minutes later, it's already.
You remember that Fire and Ice stuff like 15 years ago?
Yeah.
We had the boat and the island, and I had to. Fucking Santa Claus had to build that shit. And I was like, can't Santa use super glue so it doesn't come apart? Oh, no, he won't take it apart. Like, if you know your own son, right? Like,
yeah.
So, you know, everything was built. Everything was under the tree. And before dinner, it was a billion pieces all over the floor. And I was like, I think Santa left the instructions for you. He's like, can you help me? I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do anything for you, dude. So we built it all again, and then his cousin came over and he took it all apart. And I was like, I'm completely done with this. I'm not building another Lego ever.
Yeah, I'm glad he kind of phased out of Legos. I mean, he still plays with them, but he doesn't ask for them if we see him in a store or nothing. Thank God, because I'm tired of putting those sets together.
To looking at the price tag on those sets, holy shit.
Yeah, my son-in-law collects that Star Wars shit. I'm like, dude, you're out of your mind.
I remember when it first came out, and I kicked myself for not buying it because I never saw Lego as being retaining its value and going up the way it has. But oh well. I
It's
totally
just expensive.
well
when
when I
Walmart's got
got
it under lock and key, you know it's expensive.
yeah, absolutely. There's a couple guys, man. The whole toy aisle is under lock and key, and nobody comes to open it up. I'm like, what fucking town do you live in where they steal all the toys?
Half of North Carolina.
Right. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it boggles my mind on how much Legos cost. But Legos, when I was a kid, they were little houses. It wasn't anything. Hell, they didn't even have space when I started getting Lego. Whoville. There you go.
Whoville. I think I got out of Lego right before the Knights came out.
Georgia. Oh, right on. I remember when that Bionicle stuff came out. The kid was into that. I bought him a bunch of those. My daughter's, yep. Any Dragon. Yeah, that sounds like this house. 610. It really does. But my kids are old, thank God. Like Evil Dookie was telling me what was going on at his house, and I was just like, woo, no.
Yeah, 18-year gap between two of the kids, and then we got a grandson too now. So
you're a braver man than me, brother. But it's got to be nice.
6 months ago.
It's got to be nice though, having little ones running around. But I'm not ready for it at all. There's enough gray in this beard. I don't need the whole thing to go.
It's funny. My grandson hates the beard too. He looks at me and he screams. I can't hold him more than 3 seconds.
Oh wow!
It's got to be the beard. It's the only thing I can think of. He cannot stand it.
I remember when my daughter was little, I shaved for the first time. Like went completely clean shaven, and that was the longest month of my life trying to grow that beard back. She did not want. She would double take me, give me the stink eye, fucking. Like, come on, kid, what the fuck? I'll give you some money. Shut up.
I haven't shaved in 5 years. When I retired, and I was like, "Oh, I'm growing it out." I trimmed it one time. And I walked downstairs. He's like, "Dad, you got a baby beard." I was like, "Nope, I'm growing it back out."
That's funny. So we're going to be on here for about another 8 minutes. If anybody has any questions for Evil Dookie, get them out now, because it's everything I can get him to do to start a live show of his own. So, let's break him in proper, folks. So how many snake armors did you get?
4.
Oh, bastard.
Yeah, I had 3 on pre-order, and then I thought about it. I was like, man, that'd be good for him for Christmas. So I got him 1 too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's like his birthday's coming up next weekend, and all he wants is G.I. Joes. He gave me a laundry list.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
South of Boston, Machine Man, a town called Webster, Mass.
There it is. Yeah, I saw Yojo Jerk had a review on Law and Order. I was like, oh shit, fucking A.
Yeah, I'm waiting for all these damn things to start coming in. I keep getting notifications, but that's all I'm saying. I was like, they're going to ship, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, when they hit when they hit. I don't understand how Hasbro does their shipping at all. It makes no sense to me. It's just shit's everywhere.
Yeah, Punk was saying something about how he backs, like what number he looked at when he backed his stuff. And I mean, I'm pretty quick on the HasLabs too. And it's like in the pre-orders, I just don't understand how the hell I don't get them. Like, I'll wait forever.
That's a good one. What was your favorite vehicle to work on when you were in the service?
Humvee. I got to know him pretty well. And towards the end of my career, I was working on a lot of Toyota Hiluxes for special ops.
Okay.
So those were fun to use.
Right on. Now, how much How much armor plating goes into these vehicles? I mean, are they really like? Can you blow them the fuck up and you're all right? Or
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some depends on how they hit. I remember I was in Iraq in 04, and we drove from Kuwait City to Baghdad. Now, if you looked it up, it ain't that far, but it took us 4 days, if I remember right. And we armored the vehicle. I put 2 sandbags on the floor. I'm like, yeah, we're armored. No, soft skin doors. We drove that shit. That sucked.
wow, that's got to be fucking nerve wracking.
And I watched the development phase of the armors come through because I was at the military police at the time, and it was just a nightmare. I'm seeing those guys come back, and those IEDs were going off, ball bearings were just bouncing all around inside those vehicles.
God damn it.
So
Yeah, that's just
technology is now a lot better with the plating, but the insurgents were definitely one step ahead of us at that time.
right. Yeah, no, I remember hearing a lot about that, and it just like, damn, really? That's fucking shit.
Yeah, it sucked.
There it is. Can't be said any better than that, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just didn't know what the hell to do after high school. I had to find something to do.
Well, that's for a lot of people, that's the best thing you can do. You don't have a plan. You don't know. A lot of kids today they have zero social skills. They don't know what the fuck what's going on in the world. And the best thing to do is to join something to give yourself that discipline that you need for the rest of your life. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I learned all my discipline from fucking strippers and rock stars. So, I'm a little all over the place myself.
Yeah, strippers can teach you good financial responsibility, though.
Dude, I knew a couple of them they might as well have been bankers, man. They had notebooks, fucking, they knew where every dime went. Like,
Oh, they're
you
hustling.
sure you're a stripper? And those were the ones that were actually putting themselves through school. Like, goddamn. K-Mac, what is up, dude? 18 inches of sand, 7.62, and that's how we lined the 7 tons. Wow.
Yeah. It's a couple sandbags.
Fucking A, guys. Yeah, that shit's
You tell a soldier to do that shit now, they wouldn't drive outside the gate without upper armor vehicles.
really goddamn. Guess you can't really blame them, but
No, but you're in the middle of it. You don't think about that shit, Like, hey, we're going to drive from here to here. Okay, let's go.
better than walking,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's like those guys in Vietnam that they'd be in the Hueys and they'd sit on their helmets. Guess it's kind of the same thing. Fucking everybody's got their Christ, those guys in World War II, they wore shirts. They didn't wear flak jackets or nothing.
No,
Fuck
nothing at all. Trench warfare, that's going to suck.
Trench warfare when the gas came. Like, fuck.
Yeah, my great-grandfather was gassed with mustard.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah, my grandfather walked from Normandy all the way to Berlin.
It's a long-ass walk.
And
Next generation.
yeah, fucking A, man. He was in the big red one, 1st Division or whatever. Fucking just. And what killed him was fucking camels. Wasn't anything else. It was fucking camels got him in the end. That's why Pop's always freaked out. I can smoke, but I can't smoke camels. Like, sounds like a plan. I can do that. But we've been at this an hour. I had a blast.
Me too. I appreciate
it. Everybody go over to Yojo Jerk, unless you're not into that, go someplace else. There's all kinds of shit to watch these days. I just watch YouTube, and I still can't watch everybody's everything. So it is what it is. But yeah, you've done this. You've seen how easy it is. Fucking A, man. Time for you to make a show, brother.
Yeah, my start.
There you go. It's just, showing off what you're doing. I mean, just even if it's just videos and stuff. I mean, that's what it's all about. And I am looking for something here. Oh, I meant to play this for son of a bitch. Soul Brother number 1.
Yeah, who are we? What are we? What do we do? Well, we talk about doors and smoke a lot. We just don't.
That's our member video for right now. I really got to work on that shit. I really do. But yeah, guys, I had a blast talking to you. We'll definitely do this again. Everybody, check out Evil Dookie's channel. He's got some awesome shit. His dioramas are next level. He's got some good stuff. A lot of parts that I'm looking for. And I can't find my outro video. There it is. But yeah, guys, be good, be safe, and don't be a prick.
Hey, what's the racket?
Okay, get crazy.
This is tree sap. However, it's not your ordinary garden variety tree sap. This is from the chul mugra tree. It's native to Southeast Asia. Refined and taken in small doses, it's a natural sedative, but too much reduces its victim to a near zombie state.
Sounds like Cobra's working on some sort of mass mind control scheme.
Deep Six to headquarters. Flint here. I spotted something weird, an island that's not on the map. Impossible. The entire Earth's been mapped. Well, something's wrong. Either my eyes or their map. Uh-oh. I got company. Cobra Rattler. We'll be out there with Sky Strikers before you can say Roger and out.
Somebody's watching us on TV.
Yeah? Well, the show's over. We lost them.
Yeah, and we're still here. And we're still.
Hey, what's the racket?
Okay, get crazy.
This is tree sap. However, it's not your ordinary garden variety tree sap. This is from the chul mugra tree. It's native to Southeast